Welcome to Dawn News. Today is August 9th. This goes live August 10th. And let's get right into the news. We have mostly gaming news today, but there's one other thing I want to talk about. But first off, Xbox news. Starfield is on Samsung TVs with no console required. Neat, I guess. I will not be playing it that way. If I do get it, it's going to be right through the Xbox Series X. That way I can stream it. If that's something you want me to stream, let me know. Definitely let me know, but it's an interesting development. I don't mind that. PS5 Cloud Streaming Beta is live, and it supports 4K streaming. And they say it's aggressive. I say it's impossible. We are not there. Okay, streaming games is not there yet. All right. I know a lot of people want it to be there, don't want to buy a console, even though you still need a console. For this, it makes more sense. You don't got to buy a Series X or Series S, even though Series S is a little bit cheaper. Here, no, it doesn't make any sense to me. All right. First, you have to pay for a premium plan, and then you got to stream them. It's not like Game Pass where you get to download the game. It is, I don't know. I'm looking at this as something like what Google did. And it's probably going to suck. I trust Sony a little more than Google. Definitely. No, thank you. But I don't think Jim Ryan is on the right path with PlayStation lately. But I will review Project Q. I do plan to get it. That way we can, look at that. But I'm thinking, even though the PS5 is sold more, I'm thinking the Xbox is on track to take it over. Now, Take-Two CEO says next-gen backwards compatibility is going to benefit, but not a must-have. It's a must-have. Okay? The lack of backward compatibility with the Switch would suck. I'm already disappointed. I have some 3DS games I'm going to play live. So keep an eye out for that. It's not going to look the best because I don't have a capture card. I have two cameras here. But basically, what I'm saying is, I'm pissed that the 3DS doesn't run on the Switch. And I'll be pissed if the Switch games don't run on the quote-unquote Switch 2. I think that would be a dumb decision, especially if they used 3D NAND instead of 2D NAND. They're backwards compatible. It doesn't make any sense to me. Also, if the PS5 Pro, of course they're doing that, is asked about the Switch successor. The Switch 2 will probably be more like a Switch Pro. I've said this before, but it will probably be more like a Switch Pro where the games will just run and look better. Like, yeah, right here, we had a recent news, I think it was the last news video, Red Dead is coming at $50 on the PS4 and Switch, which backwards compatibility is PS5. But you can get a 360 version and just run it straight on the Series X in 4K already. Like, there is no reason to just not get this. It's cheaper, it's better. I think you could run it in 60 in Xbox's FPS mode, but I don't know for sure. Might not be. But I don't like Take-Two's stance here. All right. PS5 USB ports reportedly melted. Yeah. Is this surprising? No. It's not. You know why? The PlayStation ports are junk. They're plastic unless you have the Gen 1 PS5, which then there's actually a little bit of metal there. But the original is not what people mostly have. Most people bought the new PS5 revisions because that's what's available now. I actually have original. They look identical, so you won't know unless you take it apart. But yeah, they're plastic. This was what's going to happen. You're at an Evo. You're putting so many buttons in at once. The wire's probably overheating. The button, especially with a gamepad like this, it's probably overheating. And it melted the PS5 consoles. Yeah. Is that surprising? I'm not surprised. USB 3 is what it uses, and there is so much data that can go through that so quickly. And in fact, I actually use a USB 3 hub to do all my cords and stuff just so this doesn't happen. I don't use my PlayStation port for anything. Like, unless I need to update my controller, I don't even use it to charge my controller. I have a different USB-C directly into a outlet because, yeah, I was always afraid of this. USB port melting like cray. Need to go to PC or Xbox. I probably would say, in a fair comparison, Xbox would be the way to go because it's basically the PS5 version. If you go to PC, you might have a little bit of difference, might look a little better, and it might run a little better. But the Xbox and PS5 are pretty much comparable. So, but yeah, I'm gonna move on. That's what I gotta say. Lizzo. We're talking about Lizzo again. Lawyers for ex-Lizzo dancers say that nothing reviewing their complaints in wake of lawsuit. Yeah. Here's the pig. I don't even want to look at her. Oh my goodness. She's hideous. Los Angeles lawyers represent 3 Lizzo former dancers reviewing new complaints. She's a terrible person. 6 people toured with Lizzo, including dancers said worked at her Amazon studio. Lizzo's watch out for big girls. Yeah, said sexually charged environment, failure to pay employees. We'll get back to that, failure to pay employees here in a second. But the suit behind Arena Davis prompted that rebuke Lizzo's allegations that were false and unbelievable. It's definitely not false. She is the person who is known to promote body positivity is literally to a touch of nude performer at a strip club is literally fat shaming. Like, how? Come on. Fired when they get fat, normal for them. You know what this says about Lizzo? She's like, I need thin people in my background because I'm too fat and ugly for for people to look at me. No one wants to look at you. That's what she's saying. She's saying, yeah, I want the people behind me to look good because people don't want to look at me. It's part of a disability discriminant claim. I hope they go under. I know Jay-Z said something about Lizzo. I didn't really look into that too much, but if she's gone for good. We're going to move on to Taylor Swift, giving $100,000 bonuses to 50 truck drivers who worked on the tour. This is amazing. As you can see, Lizzo doesn't pay her people. But Taylor Swift just gave, what is that? That's 100,000 to 50 people. Amazing. That absolutely phenomenal. Thank you, Taylor Swift, for being the gold standard. Okay. Now, I only listen to a few Taylor Swift songs. I'm not a big Taylor Swift person, but I do like a couple of her songs. I mostly listen to, I went over this before, Katy Perry and Britney Spears, stuff like that. But honestly, I will promote that this is amazing. The Federal Reserve in Philadelphia credited their tour for boosting tourism. The tour grossed $1.6 billion. Net worth is at $740 million, making her the richest self-made woman in America. Thank you, Forbes. 12 Grammys. She really is a phenomenal person. I know her husband or whatever wanted her to quit singing for them to get married, but no, she decided just to dump him and move on. And this, not husband, boyfriend, I'm sorry. But this is amazing. Honestly, kudos to you, and thank goodness that you're not Lizzo. And actually have a good time, and don't discriminate against anyone. So, that's my news for the day. I would like to thank all of you for watching. Remember, I stream from 7 to 12 every night, weeknight. And the VODs will be coming up here soon. Probably a little after this video, they'll be coming up. So keep an eye out for that. I'm sorry that there was no timer today. I'm having a little bit of an issue that since my last stream. But I will get it up and running next time. So don't worry about that. It's just a little bit of a software issue. I mixed the text document around, but anyway, remember, I'm the Don of everything, Don Solomon, and don't you forget it, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one, everyone.